Broadcasting live from beautiful downtown Hialeah and everybody's favorite comic book shop, the Goblins Heist. Tonight, the new comic book review night. On the short bus today, DJ Leo. On the passenger seat, 2 million artists extraordinaire. And in the back of the bus, it's just me, myself, and I. And as always, the lovely, the talented, the one only Mr. Wonderful. Get up on Mr. Wonderful. Get the people going. See?
Hey, John, when you introduce everybody, and then you say in the back of the bus, me, myself, and I, do you actually put your name out?
What was the question?
Yeah, but you called everybody the name except yours.
Me, myself, and I.
He's shy.
Everybody knows me already.
And
who doesn't know me?
I mean, they hear the voice, but they want to know the name to that voice.
I've been in front of the camera. I just don't like it because I look old.
Oh man!
I'm gonna get my eyes done.
You know how the camera adds 10 pounds?
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is.
It adds 10 pounds in 10 years.
Then I should show my dick more on camera.
Oh yeah. No, it wouldn't be that. Don't do that. Yeah. It'd be like watching Anaconda.
Oh man!
You never had this funny dick?
How I wish it was true.
Shit, are you kidding me? I'm the Stanley Kubrick of dick pics.
Oh yeah.
I fucking sit there and I angle it and I fucking make sure like the moon's on the other side.
You had a filter to
it.
it.
Angles. No, it's all about the lighting. It's like trick lighting, pull zooms. Just like adjusting, making sure.
I don't take dick pics at all.
There's like a chihuahua in the background, so it's like, oh, it's as big as a chihuahua. You know those old 1940s, tricks?
You kind of do it like when people are like looking like at the Leaning Tower of Pisa, they look like they're holding
like that. Yeah, exactly. So you put it back there, but you put the dog over here, and it's like, oh, okay, it's as big as a dog. It was like...
You put like a girl and you put her head and her shoulder.
Yeah.
And you're like...
Yeah. I don't Photoshop, There's no like looking at the background and seeing the swirl. Let me tell you, my ex-girlfriend, which was a graphic designer, she used to do all these fucking like muscle ads and fucking bikini chicks, and I used to see the pictures and be like, damn, she's kind of hot. And then she'd be like, and you would see like when she took the filters off, all the shit that was airbrushed, all the stuff that was like, dude. And some of these girls had amazing bodies, like the shape of them, yes. But their skin was all fucked up. They had like fucking zits and shit, and so you gotta understand that shit's all effects, man.
Show you what makeup can do.
They were seeing Kim Kardashian when they took those candid pictures of her in Mexico. She has a shit ass. Looks like she has a diaper. Looks like she has a fucking diaper.
She's kind of got the skinny legs.
And it's some years ago, so maybe since then she's probably got smart enough to work out. Because when you have that fake injected ass and you look like a pea.
Yeah, but hold on. In that porn
that was different back in the day. Everybody looks good when they're young. When I was 18, I was a fucking specimen.
That porn guy that she did
that porn guy. That was
Randy's brother.
I thought it was this guy Brown. What's his name?
No,
was it Chris Brown?
No, that's who beat Rihanna.
Yeah, Randy's little brother.
I jerked out to somebody.
Yeah. It was a black guy. But
I jerked out. Some black guy jerked out to. I mean.
Might have been you never know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sorry, I'm like, what the fuck?
Anyway, what's it called? We were talking about a little while ago.
News in the news. Okay, so a couple things. Rest in peace, Jason Pearson.
Yeah, Jason Pearson.
Passed away.
I know the face. I think we've talked to him at cons, didn't we?
Yeah, he used to do
I think we talked to him at cons. I can't say I'm that familiar with him.
He did stuff for Marvel. He did stuff for DC.
Yeah, he had his own book called Body Bags.
Body Bags I was familiar with. Yeah.
Which, big fan. He had his own
He passed away in December 18th.
52. 52. And I just found out recently through Jude's conversation. And Jude saw it because J. Scott Campbell posted about it.
Yeah, they were talking as if like the guy was past tense. I'm like, the fuck?
He did a pinup for Double Impact back in the days. A lot of young guys dying out there right now, and
that desk, bro. That desk kills a lot of fucking people. Let me tell you right now.
Look, athletes are dropping left and right.
Yeah, we're more aware of it now.
No,
there's that football player. What? The eggs? Don't tell me it's the eggs.
No, it's the COVID injections.
Yeah.
The COVID vaccines.
That is.
I believe.
You know, I'm on the same fucking boat as you with the COVID thing. I don't have my shot. I never fucking took it.
I know that I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I really
sound. You look like one
I
too.
am a conspiracy theorist. I believe
he has an aluminum hat on right now.
I do. That's why I'm crazier. There you go. But that's why I didn't take the. I was thinking about getting the vaccine, but I didn't take it because I only had 2 heart attacks.
You had 2 heart attacks.
When? I've had 2 heart attacks.
No, I don't remember you.
I have 5 stents too.
Really?
Yeah. I'm an old dog, man. I got
motherfuckers on borrowed time, motherfucker.
Right.
You don't need anything to speed it up.
You know, unfortunately,
COVID got to John and went, we can't fuck this up anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, were we here already? Yeah. What did we do? Like, they can't kick a trash can over.
I remember saying, you're getting old when, guys around my time would say, you hear, today, Prince is no longer here. I like, Prince? Well, we grew up with Prince. Now imagine hearing Tom Cruise has passed away. Like, Tom Cruise, you grew up with these guys.
Yeah.
So I don't think Tom Cruise will ever die, though.
No, but I didn't think Prince would ever die, too.
No, I would. The one took me by surprise. I thought Michael was going to live forever.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be frozen, and he was going to live somewhere like in Disneyland or something. I thought he was going to be fine. And he fucking died.
Yeah, we grew up with this guy.
I don't know. He was such a crazy bastard. I thought something was going to get him.
I still think that he might be alive somewhere.
He's hanging out with Tupac somewhere?
Like Elvis, right?
Him, Elvis, and Tupac?
It's Michael. Michael's not supposed to die.
Well, he did.
Well, he should have.
No, what happened? He came back as The Weeknd.
Oh.
So what was it? will.i.am said some story about he was playing in Vegas and he was on stage with Prince. And Michael Jackson was on the side watching the show.
Roman Del says Tom Petty was a huge ass.
Yeah. So what happened?
Candy Calderon. Thank you, Raul. So he says that when Prince came out, he was playing a bass. And he was Prince was playing, and he went up to Michael. He was off stage on the side and just started playing in his face. Like fucking with Michael Jackson.
No.
Yeah, and will.i.am tells the story, and on that English fucking talk show with the gay guy.
There was always beef between Prince and Michael.
Yeah, wasn't it also with what was the other band that used to play with Prince? The Times. So the Times.
Morris Day.
Morris Day. They had beef, right? There was like, and so Prince was like, and so Prince always, and so they will.i.am. He goes, Michael afterwards. He was telling.
Shit, Jude.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Kenny.
He's surprised that he's seeing you on camera.
Kenny, the artist?
Yeah.
That guy that never fucking pick up his phone.
Oh, damn. Talking about Prince fucking with Michael Jackson.
It's a Puerto Rican thing. Those people, they have to look and see.
Mr. Calderon is a very
calling. They won't pick up the phone because they think it's a bill collector.
Mr. Calderon is a very busy man.
There you go.
But yeah, and then somebody then afterwards, Michael Jackson tells will.i.am, he's like, why is Prince fucking with me like that? Did you ever see the video of Michael in the limo? Like, these videos are coming out of him and like that, and these girls are screaming outside, and he's like, oh my god, look at the titties.
No.
Look at the titties. He says that.
Really?
And I'm like, mind blown. That made me Michael more. Because I was like, oh, fuck yeah, Michael Jackson Moore.
Oh, I thought I did director.
Fuck Michael Moore. He's a fat communist piece of shit.
Yeah, he is.
Fat commie cocksucker.
He is a communist.
But I thought it was like cool. Like, yeah, Michael Jackson likes titties.
Prince was amazing.
Prince the man.
There was not one instrument that he did not play.
He played a lot of
beef with him was that Prince always felt that Michael kind of sold out.
Ooh. Kinda.
That's what I'll say.
He's buying monkeys, man. When you got monkey money, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you buy a giraffe and you forgot you bought a giraffe.
So, that's what they say. That's what the...
Did you hear about how in the estate, like,
gone.
they were selling shit off the estate, and there was shit there that Michael bought, and it never got unpackaged. He bought fucking chairs that were like 16th century fucking chairs that were worth like 30 grand, 40 grand each back then. Yeah. He had them stacked up and still in the plastic. Never fucking sat on.
He was crazy.
Because he had monkey buying money. I had to really think hard if I had to buy a monkey.
I went to this people's restaurant, and in the office they had a monkey, and it smells horrible.
What's a monkey?
Why would anybody want a monkey? Man, the monkey pee smells, and they have a diaper on the monkey. And...
Well, I'm just saying, first off, what restaurant was this that I don't want to go to? Does the monkey serve the food?
No. It was in the back office. The guy just had brought it there. And they had a monkey with a diaper, and the monkey, I guess, saw this out. It was just gross. I'm like, why the fuck do I want to have a monkey with a diaper on?
I say that all the time about the comic book shop. How many fucking guys can walk in here, soil themselves? They don't even have diapers.
That's true.
Listen,
I'll take monkey smell over nerd smell.
There's the thing, the hallway of stank.
Yeah.
We all know where.
Well, that doesn't exist as much as it used to.
Well, this.
When we were first doing shows.
The smell used to be bad, but hold on. This convention just passed, this Otaku Fest, was not bad. You know why? Because it was cold.
So they weren't sweating?
So they weren't that sweaty.
By the way, that convention was pretty good.
It was pretty good, yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty.
You were there, one?
No. I couldn't.
You
I was out of
wasn't
town.
at Taco Fest?
I was out of town. What do you want me to do?
He wasn't at Taco Fest. No, Mexican.
Oh,
wasn't at
Taco.
Oh, Taco. I'm sorry. My bad.
I was in Austin. So, anyway.
So, and then in the other news is Donnie Cates.
I can't believe it. I found this out from you today. I didn't even know about it.
He's not writing anymore, and he's going through a divorce now.
Wow.
So,
and I remember, because the thing is, he was, when I met him, and I met the girl, they hadn't been married yet, and she was telling me about how much he was working on the script for the motion picture of, damn it, what the hell is it called? The one with the fucking sword. His indie book. Jesus.
Magic?
No. Once and Future? No.
No.
Oh, that's not him.
What is his lead fucking indie book?
With the sword.
Indie book.
Yeah, look at Fabian. He made it. No more Donnie
Comics.
Cates. Yeah, but hold on. That Thor is not Donnie Cates, and that was better than anything I've read in a long time from Thor.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Not redneck, not vanish, not crossover. Where is it? Is it from Boom?
Dude, you know you're on camera, right?
Yeah, why?
You're just lurking around.
No, I'm looking at the books.
Oh.
Yeah.
God Country. Jesus Christ. Because they're making a motion picture, so he was working on the script for it, and he was crying. His girl was telling me how he was crying while he was working on the script for God Country.
Who, Donnie Cates?
Yeah.
Oh, that girl. What else?
What?
Like, not God Country.
God Country. There you go. No more done. I cancel my full list of Hulk and Thor. Damn.
He's not writing Hulk and he's writing Thor. Thor. Well, what are we reviewing?
Thor, I guess. I put it out because...
I used to know that. That was a 60s cartoon.
It brings back memories.
You watched that too, right?
Right before I go to school, I used to catch up stuff like that. Yeah, but this is playing in the morning.
Thank God.
Yeah, but I used to like that, the original Spider-Man cartoon.
That's how Kenny flies on his dick. He just grabs it.
God damn.
He just flies on like that. He just swings. And he's just like all over.
I want to see that.
Wouldn't that be awesome? You just grab your dick.
Like that. You should definitely do a cartoon like that.
That was my character, the Dicker. I wanted to do him.
No,
He had a magical penis that had all these powers. His penis had the powers.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, it could be used like a hammer. It could, like, you know, he would teabag criminals and take pictures. Like that. You would break crime again. I'll release the photos.
And they'll come back. You'll catch it when it comes back.
Yeah. It doesn't come back. It's still attached.
Oh, okay.
You know? It was like, yeah.
So I'm assuming you don't have a traditional Superman flying pose. It's just more like...
Yeah, because you're being pulled by by the penis. I mean, that's the thing. You know.
I don't see that being a family book.
No. Yeah.
I don't see that being picked up by Disney.
Yeah. You're not. No one's doing that. There are no kids wearing that for Halloween, or are they?
That'd be a good costume.
Yeah.
Just a huge mallet dick, and it has magical powers, like they're shooting, and you go pew, 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 like that. It's like, you know, it's like a utility belt. You wrap them up, and man, you're wrapped up with the penis, like
You know why? I'm not surprised. That's something you probably would have seen on The Boys.
They did that on The Boys.
Well, yeah, there's a guy with a stretchable penis.
Oh yeah.
That was horrible.
But he
showed it.
But that would fight crime.
Yeah, but I would run from
if
that.
a penis comes out like that, like like that, like a fucking snake, I'm like, dude, I give up. Here, fucking put the gun down. Just take me. Just don't touch me with it, please, God. I'll fucking go. That guy would have no arch enemies.
Would you?
Until, you know what happens? A giant vagina.
Oh.
How do you fight that?
You walk in there.
You walk in there, like you don't even know you walked in there.
It's like a
You're like, wait a minute, where'd this tunnel come from?
It's like a dungeon adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it squeezing me?
It's oh God, she's doing Kegels.
Now I'm assuming this vagina do like a thunderclap, right?
The thunderclap.
Huge vagina, then you have to cut through the hair to get to the clit. That's the only way to escape, and then you have to.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's not easy.
Let's sell some books.
Let's sell some books. Anyway, so this is this the first issue without Donnie Cates?
I'm not sure, but I enjoyed it.
Yes, it is.
This is Thor 30. This is the variant cover. Legacy 756. Marvel Studios 2022.
That's
so
a variant cover?
Yeah,
That's
I
a
guess
beautiful cover.
Thor, Love and Thunder. This came out this week?
Yeah.
Yep, that's this week's issue.
And I didn't read it. So.
Excellent. It was such a good book, and I'm like, why can't they make a Thor movie like this? That Thor's just fucking. The art's amazing. I don't know who the artist is, but this guy is fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Whoever that artist is.
So Donnie Cates started writing Thor 4 issues ago.
Mm-hmm. 4 issues ago?
Yeah, this issue and the previous one were written by the same writer. I forgot the guy's name. And then the other two before that were written by Al Ewing.
Well, this guy has picked up the mantle, and he's running with it, and he's doing an excellent job.
Well, bad news.
Which is?
Yeah, I think he's only going to be done with these 2 issues.
The artist?
Somebody else. The artist, Nick Klein, stays on board. But the writer, I think they're doing like 2 issues and 2 issues.
Carlos Pacheco.
What I
Okay, that we already covered that.
what I've heard or through reading about the news and stuff was that they're gonna have guest writers until they figure out what they're gonna do. Donnie Cates left the outline of what the story is because he was kind of setting up Thanos coming back.
Yeah, because there was all this mystery about Thanos coming back with the hammer with the Infinity Stones inside it and all that other stuff.
An army of the zombies with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what it was. This is supposedly leading into it. It's not the same. I was kind of
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought Thor, going through death or whatever he's at, through hell, and he's trying to open up this door that has some mystery. They don't show it at the end. Something that his father left for him or something, apparently, and he wants to see what it was, and him seeing the past of what happened with the Valkyrie and another Norse god, I forgot who it was, and they were fighting Thanos and all these undead. I thought it was great. I loved the story. I loved the writing, the dialogue. Everything was good. The art was amazing. It was a captivating book. I do want to read the next issue. I give it 4.5 stars.
4.5 stars.
Yeah, right. I don't give it the 5th star because I saved my 5-star for one book.
Now,
but so then you're Leo, because you weren't convinced.
Huh?
You're not convinced.
I'm not convinced. I mean, for me, it's.
I mean, eyes closed. Eyes closed. Like, okay, let's say bibbity bobbity, Donnie Cates was still writing, and it was this. Would it make a difference? Do you feel like?
Because you know what, he writes kind of like he's a fanboy.
Yeah.
He writes
for, sure.
for fanboys, and this didn't have it for me.
But this guy wrote. I felt that this guy wrote better. This guy really flushed it out. Really.
I want to see the dip in sales. I want to see if it was really.
Job. I don't
That's
see
the thing. Unfortunately, you're not going to see it because I mean,
you're not going to have the original vision.
Yeah, exactly. And
I mean, if there's an outline, it would suck, and I think nobody wants to line up for that. No one wants to be the guy like, I'll take the reins, and then when it hits the fan, if it's shit, and fans are gonna.
It's not shit.
But you might be right, John. But you know how fans are.
Yeah, but
people are more ready to hate and be dicks.
So who was it that came on after Dale Keown on the Hulk?
Gary Frank.
And how many people dropped it?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago. I wasn't a big Hulk reader back then, but I remember everybody. Because that's when he left to do Pitt, no?
Yeah, he left to do Pitt. Gary Frank came on.
Gary Frank came on. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he picked up because he drew like Keown but cleaner.
Well, if you guys
Gary Frank's the shit now.
You guys saw the art of this book,
Yeah.
No. This is Nick Klein.
This art's made for Conan. It's made for Conan.
No,
but we were talking about the writer.
And the writing is great too.
It's not horrible. It's just not the same. That's what I'm saying. And then for me,
Well,
Thor,
Donnie Cates,
He has a certain humanity to his
Donnie
writing.
Cates is not bad. Is a good writer. I'm not going to take anything away from Donnie Cates, but a lot of times his endings fizzle, and
that's true. He does have.
King in Black was like,
There was moments in King in Black that were
yeah,
really
there
cool.
were moments that were good, but the very ending of King in Black was like, when you like drizzle and
because he.
You talking about when it just like drips out?
Yeah.
Oh. So
He does
that
that
did it for me. It just drips out. It drips
But
out.
I just kind of wanted to see where this Thor thing was going with Thanos and the Army of the Dead and
Yeah, man.
with all the stones on it. I thought it was a cool concept.
That'd be awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Let's see what happens. It's still on my pool. I'm not dropping it.
I love the art on the cover too.
I would tell people, dude, don't fucking drop it until
I haven't.
critical mass. Until something. Because that's the thing. I mean, I could imagine Nick Klein's like, hey, dude, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go work on something else.
Well, what you're saying, poor execution, but from what? What? From who? Donnie Cates or from this book that's out right now? I thought this book was excellent. I don't understand why everybody's ragging on it.
Who's everybody? Just Leo.
Leo and I don't know. Is that Raul ragging on it or?
Raul rags on everything.
Yeah, that's true. He does.
That's Roman.
Oh, that's a cute kitten.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Then
cat.
he kicks it.
Then he kicks it.
Damn.
Oh, you see, poor execution, Cates. See, he's not a big fan of Cates.
That's a 4.0. That book.
4. Okay.
The art.
Okay,
The
overall
art.
with everything.
And this has been overall with all the art. On this time, he took it up a notch. I don't know if this was supposed to be what do you call it in writing when you go up, starts going up and getting better? Is that thing you call it, right? Like the peak or something?
Yeah.
The climax or something?
Like I don't know if this is climax
the pinnacle,
or the pinnacle. I don't know, but the art on this issue was on point.
It was tits, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
There's a spread if you want to go show.
Yeah, the one that they're fighting on the bridge.
Yeah,
or
that
whatever.
looks. You could tell he worked on that.
Maybe I like the story so much because I was drawn in by the art so much because I just
That is
Yeah, no,
the
it
art
has
is tits, bro, for sure.
dimensions and awesome. Yeah. No, I mean, it looked really good. I have not kept up with Thor. I just have not been able to. Because I sense that. My thing is a big convoluted fucking story that comes into the play. And sometimes it just takes so long to get to it that I'm like, oh, God, I don't feel like going to Mordor to get to the Shire. All right? So it's like...
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, can I ask you a question? Is it possible that the art alone could cause a book to have high sales?
Yeah,
of course. Yeah,
So-
for
so
sure.
is
Jim the
it-
X-Men?
Okay, so is it
No, but
possible?
hold on. Those Jim the X-Men were great reads, too. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, that's
No,
Chris
but-
Claremont.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is art. X-Men has had Chris
I would
Claremont.
say art would be the first glaring thing
Yeah.
that would make you stop. Covers sell books. I mean, doing the whatnots and everything. One of the things I keep bumping into with everybody, I go, oh man, they'll be like, oh, can you draw me this? Can you draw me this character? And I'm like, cool, man. Have you ever read this story? And they're like, no, I just collect the covers.
Oh, so you're seeing it now.
And I'm just
I'll
like,
tell you.
dude, I bite my lip so fucking bad because I want to make the sale, but
Yeah.
I want to be like, you're a fucking
Yeah,
infidel.
There are so many people that are just collectors of the art, and they look at the comic as an art piece, and they don't even open the book to read it.
Well, they have to open the book to look at the art, but they don't care
Sometimes
about
they don't
where the
even do
story is
that.
They don't
going.
even do that.
So-
There's one girl that she's aggravating. She's big on whatnot. I forget her name, but she's always saying that. She's like, I don't read them. I just like the covers.
Nerdy Girl Comics.
Nerdy Girl Comics, and
Ah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, hey, she's hot, and she
I
like
can understand
fat-ish
that.
for a fucking comic book collector.
I can
You
understand.
want hot? Melinda's Comics. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand not reading every book sometimes because you got too many,
Right behind you. Grab the Scorch.
but you got to read some.
All
of
the
them.
way back.
I think it's on the bottom.
You got to read a book or
Who's
two.
the cover by? Because you could tell just by looking at it.
That's McKean, no?
Well, you gotta
No,
put your
just by the
glasses on.
color, it looks David Mack.
Mac.
Okay.
Jude's got to put.
Yeah,
Put your
David
glasses on
Mack.
for this one, boy. Damn.
We're old, bro.
Okay, Professor. All right, Professor. So
Yeah.
to me, that's an awesome
I-
cover.
It's my buddy.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a great cover.
And it's funny too because in this amazing execution. It's awesome. There's some people who be like, "What's with these scribbly thingies? I don't like it."
But then again, this is one of those situations where they had to improvise to take the title and put it at the bottom because the artist
Fabian, wording, space. Man, wording. He goes, "Oh yeah, Melinda does a hot stream." Now we know what fetish she's into.
Now we know.
Guitar music in the background.
Papa like
hot stream.
Yeah. Papa like comics.
It sounds it's more very German. Yeah. It's very German.
Papa likes comics.
All right, so it's a 4 on Thor.
4.
Let's see what
4.5.
Thor's excellent.
Next up, we're gonna do the whole song. We're gonna.
Now, if you say that's better than Thor, jump out the window.
I want to see jump out the window.
This has flat bass. Okay, alright.
Let's get serious.
Dangerous.
I thought it was serious.
No.
Dangerous. Okay, my bad.
Let's get.
I thought it was serious.
So who read this?
I read it. Darkwing Duck #1. I had to.
Well, I'm not surprised.
It's a one shot, right?
It's a duck.
It's a one shot.
Is it a one shot? Or is it issue 1? No.
I think it's a one shot.
Really? That sucks.
I think it's a one shot.
I thought they were gonna do like a series.
Check and see if the Robot says it should be in his pull list. Is it there?
Your iPad? Where's your iPad?
Darkwing should be in my pull.
Right. Let me check and see if it is. Thanks to
technology,
League of Comic Book Geeks, guys. It's a great app. If you're not using it, please get on it. We'll have your pools fixed.
All right,
and I'll go look and see if it is.
Guys, to build a pool, it's best to do it from the computer and register online. Download the app so you can get notifications of what books come out during the week. But again, register online and do your pull online. It's a lot easier experience.
On a computer, not the tiki on a computer.
Exactly.
No tiki. Computer.
The website's a lot more better.
More better.
Maybe better
public school system.
No, you didn't put on your pull list, Ro.
You didn't pull it out, Ro.
Daniel Enrique Ortiz did.
Oh.
You see? Daniel Enrique, nobody likes him. And he did it. There you go.
So.
Oh, are you gonna invite Fabian?
Yes.
To the thing? Because he read it.
Oh, you read it. Hold on. How did I do that?
Man with technology.
Oh shit! He's gonna like. It's like he's putting in nuclear launch codes and shit.
You're not showing here. You gotta be able to allow me. I can invite Kenny. I can invite Raul.
You should be able to press his icon.
How is John sitting like that? How is that possible?
What do you mean?
Very flexible.
Look where he's sitting.
Oh, I don't know. He sits like a fucking kid. You notice that? He sits around.
You can't do that, dude?
No, hell no.
That's
Indian
gonna
style.
kill you. You gotta
Is
be
that
able.
racist to say Indian style?
Well, it is now.
It is now.
It is now.
Racist to say what?
Maybe it said cross-legged. Remember if it said Indian style?
Fabian, I'm trying to invite you, but it's like you're not even there. I guess you would have to turn it on.
Yeah,
Go try it again.
You see, we can invite Raul. Want to hear say hi to Raul?
No, why? He's just gonna go.
It's just
He's
probably Raul.
He's not gonna accept it.
He might, because Raul's like
He's
that.
probably at home.
How many people on the
He might be
screen?
naked.
He's
Please turn it off.
Oh, no, I want to see that.
He's
Raul,
naked
we're
at
sending you an
home.
invite if you want to join it.
How many people on the screen?
6 right now.
Okay.
It was 7, 8 before,
Well, it got up to 10.
and then people went.
Oh, he ain't joining.
Raul's not
They
joining.
talking
I
about
sent him an invite.
they
but-
talking about swinging dicks.
Yeah, well, we had them captivated when we were talking about Kenny's penis.
No, let me see something. I'll get out of this. I'll see if I can do it from my end.
All right, just end it.
You go for a Cairo.
Try again. With
No, let's get there.
Go fly a kite. I don't know how to go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Okay, Fabian's here.
No, you can't.
See options. Find support or report. Block. You can block
be
them.
careful, don't be,
Report Fabian. We could do that.
No, suspend Fabian. No, you don't get it.
Yeah, Fabian for some reason won't.
He doesn't want to. He has to have.
He might have privacy settings.
Yeah, he might have something.
Oh well. We
Yeah.
tried, Fabian, but you're not showing up. I thought it was old man syndrome, but it's not.
No, it's Fabian old man syndrome.
Yeah, he's not. He has a privacy setting on.
Oh yeah, that's what it
Could
is.
be it.
That has to be it, because yeah, like on my thing, like I was able to do it. Oh well.
Oh well.
Well,
Oh my god.
We can invite Kenny. Let me see. Hey, Kenny. He's sending an invite to Kenny. Let's see if it works. I just want to test it out.
You never know.
Kenny, accept the invite if you get it. Nobody wants to accept the invite, or maybe it doesn't work.
Or maybe.
Or maybe I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
That could be true too.
It's pretty much tap a button. All right, going back to Darkwing Duck.
All right. Did you read it?
No, I never was a fan of the cartoon.
Okay.
I was too old for that.
Uh-huh.
I was.
They were too old. I thought it was pretty all right. The
Am I showing up? Scroll down.
Roll. Send invite to roll. Send invite to roll. No, you're not showing up either.
on the laptop is not doing it either. But I don't even get
Oh,
Raul.
yeah, Leo, you're there.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm
I
trying.
got Leo Prado wants to join. Look, I get to show you Leo. There goes Leo. I could add Leo. Oh, wait, because I sent Raul an invite, but Raul didn't accept it, so I have to first. Because Raul doesn't add, and then I could do Leo. And add Leo, send him.
Now you're gonna get feedback like a motherfucker.
No, I turned the
We did the
speaker
value
off.
down. But you should be able to see Leo on the camera. Did you get the invite?
Yeah, I put send the request to join. But it's not coming through. I ain't getting this shit.
Yeah,
now
Raul's just thinking.
once they join it, it's enabled you to text. What I don't get it.
Because then it will be split the screen and they'll be live also.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Accept.
That's why we're pressing all the buttons to see how it is. We did it one time when I was in Texas and shit. We did it when I looked like a news reporter.
It looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
Approve.
And you could hear them. They could talk back and all that.
What's it say? Unable to add guests.
Hold on. Approve. Send invite.
Okay. I'm gonna put join request.
There you go. I guess you gotta wanna join.
Well, I keep hitting send a request. Just request sent.
Approve.
Unable. It's not letting me do
Allow
it.
viewers to request.
How about
to
you
join.
stop it? Stop it. Hit the X. Okay, let me try one more time. I'm gonna send a request.
Okay.
Scroll up. No, you think it canceled me. There, my name right there. Go down, go back and then add. My name on top, Leo Peralta. Send invite, and I should get an invite here.
Yeah, Raul says, let's sell comics, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
It didn't work. It don't work.
We don't want to work.
Alright, moving along.
Anyway, so the end all be all in the Darkwing Duck thing is that it's like an episode of Darkwing Duck, and in that's what I hold against it, and and what's going for it at the same time. I mean, Darkwing Duck was alright, and I think there's a nostalgia factor and why we want to be like see it again, but it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing like to be like oh shit and everything else. The cartooning in here is very well done. The comic is really well done. It looks like the cartoon.
Yeah.
Back in the day, bro, how many people would be like using this for graffiti?
What?
What, I mean,
The
character?
the characters.
Let me see.
For graffiti?
Yeah, dude, come on. I've seen this guy in a lot of shit.
Okay, that's what you mean. You
Like of all people would trace this shit, put it in their sketchbooks.
I mean, it's a cool character. Got the hat, got the cape.
Yeah, like that
Look
shit.
at that.
You know. No, the cartooning's really good, and it plays like an episode. So of Darkwing Duck. So if you're looking for something like that, so you're saying it's a one shot?
I believe
It's not a series. That sucks.
It's not a series. So apparently, Dynamite got a hold of all this Disney stuff.
Yeah.
The Gargoyles, and that's a series. Disney, they also have Darkwing Duck. I don't know what else they have. I was understanding this was a one shot, and they kind of just did an open and close episode.
Yeah, they're even doing a facsimile of the original comic from 1991.
I don't know why they never did like a nice, cool Popeye comic.
They did back in the 60s.
I mean, but like they're doing Darkwing Duck, I could see Popeye. It'd be action packed.
Popeye has been cursed. There is a great Gendy Tartakovsky who did Clone Wars and everything else. He did a Popeye movie, and it never got completed.
Really?
It's like 20 minutes away from being
Wait a minute.
completed.
He also did a Popeye. That's the same guy who tried to do Dune. Is that the same?
No, Gendy Tartakovsky, the guy who did Clone Wars.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Who did Powerpuff Girls? Who did a
I
bunch
thought
of
you
other
were
stuff.
talking about there was-
Samurai Jack, Primal. He did a fucking, but it was a 3D.
Oh.
3D
really?
styled, fucking amazing, beautiful. The people who have seen it, incomplete because all they have is animatics. So some parts are where it's just a sketch and it's like, hey, and it's fucking. But there's a fight scenes in it that are amazing. Like they took the cartoon fight scene to that next fucking level where they animated all the weird loopiness and.
So there was a time where the Popeye cartoons was like a one punch in the episode, but the earlier cartoons was a beatdown.
Spinach,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah. So the whole thing was how creative he got with it. You know, like, you know, he'd like hit you and then like bounce you off this arm and bounce you off that arm.
Nah, because remember the one with Popeye and Sinbad, the sailor.
Yeah.
That one episode, if it was done like that and the fight scenes like that.
When I was a kid, I liked the Popeye movie with Robin Williams.
Oh, that was amazing.
I love that fucking movie.
That set is still around.
Really?
That set is still around. It's like part of a city now and everything.
Yeah.
It was such a fucking
they
weird
spent so much money
thing that I know, but it was so awesome that but it's weird, you know, like when you watch.
It's weird to see the characters come to life.
Yeah.
And they look exactly like the characters.
Yeah.
And it was a musical, right?
Look like olive oil.
Yeah.
It was a musical.
Yeah.
It was weird, yeah. It was weird, but it was really good. And that whole set where they drew that little city and everything, it's still around if I'm not mistaken.
And we talking about the Popeye they should do with the black shirt, not the white outfit, the black shirt.
Yeah, with Robin Williams.
Robin
Yeah,
Williams.
he had the black shirt on, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he did that really well too.
I love that shit.
So what do you give Darkwing Duck?
Darkwing Duck, if you're a fan, it's a 4. Anybody else, it's a 3 to 2.5 because it is a dumb story. It's kind of whatever. But I feel like the cartooning's really well done in here. If you like the Disney cartooning and you like the comics and stuff like that, I mean, I would riff on this like big time.
I think this is one of those books that you could probably get so much that you could give away to kids at school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
But this is the kind of stuff too that I'm telling you, I would sit with my sketchbook and copy these characters and do something with it. Especially if I was still doing like graffiti and shit. Come on, the ship. The ship looks cool. That looks cool as shit, you know? So it's like, that's the kind of stuff that I would love to see, you know, on there. And it's fun. It's fucking cool. Shelley Duvall killed it as Olive. Yeah, Shelley Duvall was in it.
That's what it was. I was trying to remember.
Yeah, Shelley Duvall. Yeah.
That whole set is still around. Look, Google it, and you'll see that whole set.
But where?
The Popeye Village is abandoned, but it's a whimsical place, and you can go visit it still. Where's it at?
Wasn't it like in Spain or something great? Wow, yeah, the pictures are still there.
They're still there. It's still standing.
Right off of Malta.
Malta, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Popeye Village, Malta, yeah, it goes.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
You could go there and still see it, and those buildings are still there.
But that's what I was saying, like, dude, because those things, like, look, the Flintstones, like, I would love to see a fucking modern Flintstones. And fuck with that.
They tried with that, and
But they did these stupid things where they might try to make it like a family drama or like a fucking family show or kind of, I would say go to the edge of like Simpsons and more and make it fucking weird and then I'd make it relevant. Like what's a fucking transvestite in the Flintstone world?
I think they wouldn't do that.
Hey Fred, he got his rocks taken off.
Yeah. Because I think they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Bonnie.
Well, he was able to say
Hey,
it.
Barney.
Like with the girls.
Hey, Barney, what's up?
You
with
know who
that?
would have made a perfect Fred if he was still alive today? The actor from Sopranos.
Tony Soprano?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he would be like, hey, Bonnie, what the fuck?
He
Yeah.
would have
You
been
never
a
This
know.
fucking
He
guy,
might go
yeah.
into the character.
Hey, let me tell you.
No, John, what's his face? John Goodman did a good Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Goodman did a good Fred. Can't take that away from him.
Oh, I give it a 4.0 on the Darkwing Duck.
Imagine Twitter and it's little fucking pterodactyls. And they had to still be on Twitter. And I sent a tweet. Hey, Fred, I sent a tweet. You know, Bonnie. Come on. That would be fucking great. They should give me Flintstones. Let me fucking do it. I would modernize it, make it amazing.
What's her face played Betty?
Pebbles would be there being like, you're such a caveman. That's not how you talk about people. And make Fred like fucking All in the Family.
What's his?
Oh, like
what's her
Archie
face
Bunker?
played?
Because another thing.
The lesbian lady?
Yeah, what's her name? Oh my god.
Were there ever black people on the Flintstones?
No.
Halle Berry.
No, Halle Berry played the secretary.
Yeah, she was on it.
Yeah, but she was in the
She
the
played-
live action, not in the cartoon.
The live
The
action.
cartoon didn't
Yeah,
have
not
any colored.
And I don't know, would they
Halle
still,
Berry in
would
that
they,
movie where she's naked.
would they
Halle
still,
Berry in anything.
Oh my god.
Hey, Juan, would they still use the phrase twinkle toes for Fred? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, would he still like,
Throwing the bowling ball?
Yeah, twinkle toes.
What was the name of the alien?
Kazoo?
Kazoo.
Kazoo, yeah.
So who would play Kazoo these days?
Oh, jeez. You have to get somebody flagrant.
Yeah, but that would be like in the third movie. Kazoo wouldn't be in the first movie.
See, the man has sense.
Yeah.
See, I was about to say the same thing. You can't just rush in and put Kazoo in there, you know?
Why not?
Did you ever like the theory that the Flintstones was the people that existed on the surface of the planet where the Jetsons are?
That's what they said.
You know who would have been a good Kazoo?
Who?
The guy who was at Center Square in the Hollywood Squares. He did Paul in.
Holy shit.
Paul in would have been a good
Man, you
Kazoo.
pulled some fucking references out of your ass.
That's a good
Quit living in the past.
You remember Paul in?
Yeah, nobody does.
We're the only ones in here because we're that old.
Come on, Paul in.
Good.
Kenny Calderon says, wasn't Flintstones just the honeymooners? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but they had a kid. The honeymooners never had a kid.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam and Pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
You remember they got married and everything?
Yeah.
And Fred was
Bam
Fred,
was an orphan that was left on the steps of
as you like to remind them every day.
Barney
Yeah,
and Betty's house.
hey Fred, John or you cake's coming over. Reminding Bam Bam that she's adopted. Those are your parents.
Here comes,
You can come with a Stone Ecolab truck,
I know, right?
It's not like you doing the art.
and you have to
part.
fix the washers and shit. But it's a woolly mammoth, just like it's a living. I always loved that. There was always animals doing different shit.
And their brakes with their feet.
Yeah, the lawnmower is acting up, and it's like a snapper turtle, and he's
Yep.
like, he's,
Back to selling books because now we digress.
Yeah, we're only on 2 books only.
I know we gotta start moving.
Anyway.
Actually, give me those 3.
so 3 out of 5, 4 if you're a fan of Darkwing Duck.
Yeah. No.
Next one
Are
up.
we gonna do that one right now? I wanted to see that. I wanted to see.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Messing up the
there you
rotation.
go.
Yeah,
There it
okay.
goes.
The Last Ronin, The Last Years, number 1.
God. For sure.
What about these?
I to give it to you.
So let me.
It's the same book.
Let me start off with this. Because you don't have the book, that's my pick of the week.
Junkyard Joe. We sold
Junkyard
out.
Joe, which you guys sold out. This is the pick of the week for me. That's how to start off.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. It was a good read. At first, it got me off because I was like, wait a minute, I thought this was a prequel. And it comes off like a sequel.
Got them off or threw them off?
Threw me off.
Okay.
Got you out. My holy
What?
jeez.
Threw me off.
The power of comics.
Doesn't that happen to you all the time?
No, not all the time. Not all the
At
time.
first, they got
When
me
it-
off.
You're cussing nigga. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
God.
Thank you for buying.
Oh my god. But
No, it was good. It was great. I enjoyed it. It's just it threw me off. Where
Cartoonist Kayfabe just did a really good shoot interview with Peter Laird, And they did another interview where they went through all of issue 1 with him. I haven't watched it yet.
It is, bro. Junkyard Joe is in your pool.
Yeah, so this by default. It gets pick of the week.
I didn't get to read Junkyard Joe either because it didn't sell out. I'm sure I would have enjoyed Junkyard Joe.
What issue is it on?
I think it's 4, yeah. But I would not have given it pick of the week because I feel this book was incredibly strong. It follows up Michelangelo after he finds out that his family is dead. He's got this huge...
Any cover, Daniel, or this cover?
He's going through this huge guilt trip, and he wants to die, and he doesn't go out and try to kill himself, but he lets people beat him, and he's like being...
Now, we were talking about this before, but I feel like this is a prequel/sequel to The Last Ronin because it does cover some stuff after the story initially ended.
That is correct.
It does. You're right, but it's such a short bit.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 pages, but still, I was surprised about that. Any cover for a friend.
Okay, I'll put another one into his book. But this book is really, really strong. It goes back to the old days of Ninja Turtles. We even had some discussions at the shop with some other guys. Wouldn't it be cool if they would make an actual Ninja Turtles that would be as, maybe we want to call it, as violent as this? Because it is a violent book. This is nothing.
Well, initially, the thing is that the original run dealt with a lot of violence and everything else because it was really... There's not much of a story there. Then they build up towards City at War, and that's when it becomes an actual story. Before, for a while, it was a beat-em-up book.
It was originally that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because that's what...
But that's what I like. But then they sold publishing rights to Archie Comics.
Well, that was way later. That was already City at War was issue 23 of the original Mirage going into Tundra run.
Yes, I love that.
So around 23 is when they had Archie.
It wasn't Eastman that was doing it. It was these guys.
A bunch of different artists. Brian Talbot was in it.
Was doing it with some charcoal.
Charcoal, yeah, that's
phenomenal.
Yeah, those were the Mirage run. That's when they adopted these artists. And at that time, as the story is told, and Eastman himself said it,
Raphael loses a hand.
there were these guys, Michelangelo.
It was Raphael that lost
No, Michelangelo.
No, I gotta go back.
I have a degree in Ninja Turtles. But at that time, that's when the Mirage was paying so much fucking money that they literally would be like, do this issue of Ninja Turtles, here's 20 grand.
Yeah,
and they would literally give people money before they even drew the first page, and then people disappeared.
Hold on. But that's the way it was back then. We used to have shit going on like back then too, like that. We used to pay artists, a decent amount of money with Double Impact, and we would do stuff that was like that.
You mean bad business practices?
Bad business practices, exactly. So bad business. Kevin Eastman bought Heavy Metal for a while. Mm-hmm. He was married to what's her face.
But that happened way afterwards. That was in the 90s. That's he uses Ninja Turtles money. That was when he was married to Julie Strain. He bought Heavy Metal. Yeah, she recently died for real because it was a hoax death in 2004 by accident. Believe me, I have my degree in Eastman and Laird, man. So that was the thing that they were paying. So many people grabbed money and walked away. And that's what ultimately fucked up Mirage Studios, fucked up Tundra Studios. That was the second iteration. Yeah. And fucked up Heavy Metal because they were just giving money out left and right. And Eastman had an uncle that was managing the company at that time. He was the one trying to tell him to stop doing this crazy shit, like buying a tank. He bought a fucking tank to drive around in. Now, he said it. He was like, dude, the guy had a tank. It was a couple of miles from me. I bought it. And the thing was like, it's not towing it. I can drive it to my house. So I drove it to my house. And that's when everybody's like...
the money well?
Well, Laird's the one who banked. I mean, in the end, Eastman sold his half for $30,000, $40,000. It's not on a release. Because at that time, the Ninja Turtles were dead. Nothing was going on with them. And then, lo and behold... I believe the final price, no one knows for sure, is he sold the Ninja Turtles franchise to Nickelodeon for $40 to $60 million, around about, Peter Laird. And retains rights to do comic books in perpetuity for as long as he wants.
Who, Kevin Eastman?
Peter Laird. He can always make comics. He can always make comics of the Ninja Turtles.
That's just such
but you know that he can't, this is what I found out. he still has the deals to make action figures and everything based on the comic books.
Oh, really?
So that last Ronin action figure, he's getting the money for it. Yep. And so Nickelodeon's kind of like, hey, what the hell? But
it's in the contract.
But it's good. There's a good chance you might see a last Ronin movie.
This book is fucking amazing. This book is fucking great. I loved it, loved it, loved it. They should really make the movie. Either this one or the other one. Whichever. I
thought it was a solid read. If you're a Ninja Turtle fan, Last Ronin was a really good pickup to read. Pick it up in the graphic novel form, in the loose form, whatever you want to do it. And then this is a good continuation. If you want to get past the City at War, the current Ninja Turtles are past City at War, which is the original storyline. So it's good to see that, to see past that. That was the original one. This is the one to fucking.
Well, let me ask you something. If they decided to do a movie on it, would you want them to do it in the style of the Ninja Turtles with the Hulk type?
Man, look, in my heart of hearts, Ninja Turtles are 4 feet fucking tall. They're small fucking dudes. They're small little turtles.
They're not 4 feet tall in my book.
They were always small. They weren't big.
No, that's not the way I pictured them in the black and white charcoal ones. They looked way bigger.
That's the ones that they came out in the movie, and I don't like those big ones. I don't like them. I thought like the original comic, they were little fucking weirdo green fucking dudes that people were what, and then they punched you in the face.
So the original movie was more to your liking. The original Ninja Turtles.
I didn't like. See, at that time,
You didn't like Vanilla Ice?
I did not like the Vanilla Ice Ninja Turtles. I didn't like the animatronics. They were fucking. I was not part of that.
Well, they were more like true to the.
I got ruined. You understand? I got ruined by the black and white ones. Once I read that, I was like, "Fuck everything else." I still watched the cartoon like everybody else, and I watched it, but I was like, "This Cowabunga shit is garbage." Now, one funny thing: the Archie comics went into some crazy ass shit in their own version, and it's actually a good read.
Oh, wow!
So they actually get, but it's really cartoony looking. If you didn't like that art style, you're not gonna like it.
The original one,
and then Image Comics did an even more fucked up one. So Image Comics did the cybernetic Donatello, Ralph with the fucking Casey Jones mask with a dead Casey Jones avenging his fucking death, Leonardo becoming the head of the Foot Clan, Michelangelo becoming a writer. Like they went into their own shit, but then they lost the license and it was left all in the air, and you didn't get shit. And I love seeing the Ninja Turtles running around with Savage Dragon. There was talk of them being with Spawn. That was gonna be fucking cool, bro. There were even talks about like
maybe Savage Dragon. What is Spawn?
Spawn in an alleyway, Ninja Turtles in the sewer. Come on, dude. Oh, please. That's the finger in my butthole while you're jerking me off. That's like, finish. That would have been cool as shit. Now, the one thing I would love to see, and I've drawn versions of this and everything else, has always been the Daredevil Ninja Turtles crossover. They have the same fucking origin. They're the same fucking thing. That to me would be a beautiful, and have Eastman and Laird on it, and have Frank Miller on it. That would be Grandpa, what's wrong? Get a towel! Get a towel! Skeet.
You okay? You okay?
All right, Chappelle. Skeet.
Fucking Papa likes comics. Thanks for the mental image. Hopefully he's talking about Ninja Turtles and.
I think about that.
Let me ask you this: how did you get a hold of the original? How did you see the original?
Back then, I had to scavenge for it. I literally had photocopies.
No, but you just get the 30s. Did you get the?
I photocopied.
Okay, so
I photocopied one.
City, I could never get the book.
They were hard as shit. I remember I paid $8.
I had a 3. That's the lowest I got. I still have a 4.
I paid $8 for a fucking flimsy ass. Like I still have it. I don't have it here. I have it at home for a graphic novel that collected some. And that shit, the glue was coming off and everything else. And my buddy had the other ones, and I photocopied his, and I still have that stapled somewhere.
The first appearance of Ninja Turtles is a book.
Hold on.
I'm so sorry. It's in a book called Goobly Gook, if I'm not mistaken. And
that's
Goobly Gook, I think number 5, if I'm not mistaken. That's the first appearance of Ninja Turtles.
Goobly Gook.
No, it was in their own book. Gobbledygook was something else.
Gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook was the first appearance of Ninja Turtles.
One moment while the fact checker comes in here.
That's a hard book to get.
Remember, once you know this off rip.
I know I should,
it's
but I
not
got
a full story arc or anything. It's like an advertisement or something like that. But they call it like the first appearance of Ninja Turtles. I had like reprints of that. We've had it here at the shop.
So far, he don't see it.
No, Ninja Turtles were Ninja Turtles, dude. Gobbledygook was something else. I forgot what it is.
I don't remember that being the first appearance of Ninja Turtles.
Yes, it is.
So what'd you guys give this book then?
5.
5? 1?
First appearance of the Fugitoid is in Gobbledygook. Not that.
Freakazoid?
No, the Fugitoid.
Oh,
Freakazoid never had a comic book appearance.
okay.
Believe it or not.
Nope.
Anyway, so I give it a pick of the week. I thought it was a 5 out of 5. It was a really good fucking read. I was surprised about it. I thought it was cool.
Look, the only thing I didn't like about Last Ronin was that it took forever to finish. They started in 2020 and ended in 2022?
Yeah, just recently.
Jesus.
Just last year. Yeah.
Is it 12
Well,
issues?
because
Is
they
it
were
12
yeah,
issue? What is it?
4 issues.
4
It's
issues?
4 issues. It took them,
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
it took
So
them
that was the
forever.
thing. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people
Okay,
lost
sorry.
interest.
Sorry. Gobbledygook number 1 and 2, the first printed images of the turtles, while it is
First
used
printed
to be
images.
a hot debut, it is now a Grimmagy, confused, whatever. This is the one.
Yeah, Fugitoid was the one that came out in that.
But
But yeah, they advertised for it.
it was the first printed image of the Ninja Turtles, and they look really stupid.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that was the first. This was so in the documentary that was on about it.
Yeah,
that
that
picture
one.
was the
Jesus
first
Christ.
one. And that's what,
That sold recently.
really for how much?
I think it was something stupid.
Something
And
outrageous.
Fugitoid is on the cover, and on number 2 you have some other stuff on there. But yeah, Fugitoid is on the cover, number 1. But the first appearances, official. Well, it's like
The
first appearance of Wolverine.
the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles drawing. It was, I think it sold for $2 million.
You gotta be shitting me.
Oh, so you said the first appearance of Wolverine. What is it? 180 or 181?
You serious?
that's the discussion. I say it's 180, but whatever.
Yeah, Kevin Eastman was selling his fucking first drawing.
Wow. Oh, he got paid. After fees.
Well, that's what he was selling it for. I don't know if it sold for $2 million. I mean, if you want to talk about fucking history, own the first drawing, because that was the thing. They were trading paper back and forth, drawing on it, and they made the Ninja Turtle outfit, and that was a joke.
Wasn't that on a napkin?
No, it was like a paper, just like photocopy paper. So that's the thing.
Did they order pizza when they came?
No,
No, sorry. I remember in the documentary they said they ordered pizza. They got together and they brainstormed, and then he just doodled that turtle.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of everything. Oh, really? This guy was a ninja.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
History
So,
in the making.
pick of the week for me, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
This is excellent, and then this is a nice one because it's a Kevin Eastman cover.
Yeah, Marlon, you got a copy?
Again, explain to me again why you guys cannot have more than one pick of the week for each guy. You can't have 2 books for a pick of the week.
You do your own pick of the
You
week.
said I'll give it 4.5, but I'm saving this for my 5 for.
That's just John being
My pick of the
special.
week.
That's John.
Oh.
John's on the fucking spectrum. Don't you know that? He needs a fucking...
No,
You're not supposed to pick on him, man.
no, I just
See, now he
wondering.
started with me again one.
So y'all can have more than one pick of the
Leave me
5.
alone.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
All right, next up, Action Comics 1051. Here's the 3 different covers.
That's not the Terminator in
That's
the
what's
front.
left.
And that's not the Terminator.
Not the Terminator, but that's supposed to be...
Not
What's
the
his
Terminator.
name?
What's his name?
Guy with the kryptonite heart.
This book is really good. At the beginning, I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Oh, guys, the Kryptonite Heart.
But
is
there's a
called,
bunch of new Supermans, and they've adopted some kids now. It's fucking crazy. And then they go back to John Kent being a little kid again, which is I don't read a lot of DC because it's so hokey.
All right, so the story
Well,
with
it's
the kid.
it's a bunch of them. So it's the Superboy, supposedly Superboy Prime, John Kent, Supergirl, Steel, and then the other chick that's like Steel, but she's liquid metal.
So there's 2 stories in here. First one's by Joshua Williams.
Artwork's pretty good.
Artwork looks good too.
Solid.
The second story you're speaking about that's in the past. That's after the New 52, and it's a past story when Jonathan Kent was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I got you,
This
Ro.
is Joshua Williams taking over.
Metallo.
After who was the writer before? This is basically the new team.
I don't know, but this is good, and I like the story with Power Girl, and she's got new powers.
Mm-hmm.
She could go into like people's psyche or something like that. It's fucking crazy.
Well, that's from effect from the current thing that's going
that's
on.
with the Lazarus. Yes,
Lazarus.
because she got caught in the Lazarus rain. But is she gay now or something? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
She's hot with this chick or something. And
No,
who's
they're
the chick?
all fine.
Was that Poison Ivy?
No,
I wasn't sure who that
No,
was.
it wasn't Poison Ivy.
I don't know. I'm not.
Poison Ivy is Harley's girl.
It's good. It's good, except for that one part where I think that they're going gay. I'm not sure, but who cares? There's two chicks getting it on probably, so it's kind of hot, and that cover's hot too. It's really, really good. I don't read a lot of DC. Maybe I should. I'll put that Metallo cover in your pull list, Raul. But that book, solid 4 stars for me. I don't know about you.
Solid 4 stars. It's a good jumping on point for everybody.
Yeah,
because they just wrapped up the original Action Comics run that everyone was saying that it was good.
Yeah.
Who was Philip Kennedy Johnson was writing it, or I can't remember who it was.
But
Yeah,
it's like
Johnson's still on it.
Is this like a reboot? Or?
Yeah, because he's back on Earth now. Superman's back on
he's
Earth.
back.
He left War World. He's back on Earth. And
But he brought back 2 kids with him from War World.
Yeah, and on top of that,
2 kids. What you
2
mean?
kids. He adopted 2 kids.
Oh,
on top
okay.
of that, Lex Luthor did something so that people forgot that he was.
Are they Daxian? Is that what it
I
is?
think so.
You might
Because
be right.
that's they're like Kryptonians, but
Yeah,
not
Daxians.
really.
I
They
remember.
got the weakest, the weakest weakness.
Yeah, or something, right?
Iron.
Yeah, right. I
That's
don't
their
know.
kryptonite is iron.
That
But
sucks.
this Earth is full of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good story, good jumping on point if you want to get into action comics and read some good Superman. It's a new direction.
And Metallo gets John Kent and slaps him around. I didn't know Metallo was that strong.
Yeah.
Well, Kryptonite heart, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, and he's strong.
No.
That motherfucker don't give a shit.
No, I
No.
don't. Yeah, for sure.
But for some
Bisexual ass
reason, the
motherfucker.
kryptonite heart is always
Pick a hole,
exposed.
motherfucker.
Why do they design it where it's always exposed?
Hmm?
The kryptonite heart is always exposed. Like you just grab
Yeah,
it.
but kryptonite's also like you just can't go ahead and like shoot a bullet at it and it'll explode.
Why
That
not?
won't happen.
But Superman can't grab it.
No, but
Superman can't
everybody
touch
else that could help Superman could grab it and, you know.
Where are they in that situation?
it. Yeah, I know, right?
But Metallo ain't there with Batman's around. He's like, oh shit. Like,
Flash or
nah, I was gonna kick his ass, but you know, you got your bad boys with you. Fuck that. I'm not gonna fucking hang out with her anymore.
It's not like the Flash rolls up and says, "Oh, let me vibrate right through that."
Yeah, let Metallo walk through Overtown and fucking walk out with no parts and shit. And be like, where the fuck is my arm? Like, he'll be on blocks.
He'll be on blocks.
The fuck was going on? One guy walking around with a green stone around. Look at that shit. That shit look good.
Oh shit! I'm gonna get paid.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Be at the pawn shop. Come on, man. It killed Superman.
4 stars on that book for sure.
All right. Next up, I'm gonna skeet a little bit. Saga 61 is back.
Cover screams will work for food.
Yes. What? What about it?
It screams will work for food.
Oh yeah. Because they're like, not to give anything away. I just love this series. I've loved it since issue 1. I've been reading it like crazy. Finally came back. I just finished reading issue 60 the other day. Literally, like last week I read it because I was just busy and I finally found my copy.
I hate
And
to say this, but I had to go digital because the store wasn't getting it for a while. So
you have that problem that you have like so many comics you don't know where the fucking you don't read them because you don't know if you missed it already, like you already skipped an issue.
I don't.
Because I had like so many of them, I'm like, fuck, did I read this one already? No. So I don't know to read it sometimes.
There's an app for that.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking app. Like I have times to be with an app
You
and shit.
can remember if you read something already?
No, I didn't, because by the covers.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had like 57, 58, 59, and I was like, damn, did I read these already? Did I not read
But as
these?
soon as you open it up and see the artwork, be like, oh, I've never seen this before.
I know.
The thing is that Fiona Staples, her art is very consistent.
Hmm.
It doesn't, like, you know how some artists, they look they grow and they change, and she's kind of like stayed the same. Not in a bad way though.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, Fiona Staples is Fiona Staples. Like,
Yeah.
there's nobody else that you can't confuse her.
Like, you know it's her.
Yeah. This is a great start. I like where it's going. I feel it's a little meandering, a little small bit, because right now, at least these last 6 issues, it hasn't really bitten into me and been like, oh shit, yet. You know, like that, like the. That's the thing. Because once you've been around this long enough, it's like, I will say this: if you guys ever get a chance, go online, go to Substack, subscribe for free to Spectators, which is a comic that he's serializing on Substack for free. Fucking great fucking book. This one, it's pretty much this girl. It starts, because she's dead, and the book starts really harsh. Pretty much, she's in a movie theater waiting for a date, and the date doesn't show up because he's busy doing something, and she starts even looking at porn because she's like horny, and then they hear a boom outside, and she's like, "What the hell is that?" And then somebody was like, "No, I think that sounded like a gunshot." And then there's people in the movie theater like, "No, it can't be." Like, you know what? Get away from the door. And this and that. All of a sudden the door opens. This guy walks in with a fucking gun and with a vest on and a Mickey Mouse hat.
Oh wow!
And he walks away and he looks around and he's like, "Dude, what the hell's going on?" And he starts killing everybody in the movie theater. And then she dies, and it's horrible because it's a open gun, like a gunman situation in a movie theater and everything else. Fucking not. And so when she dies, that's when her story begins.
But I've seen 2 people there.
Well, you gotta read the story then.
Oh, okay.
He's giving you enough just so you get wet.
Yeah.
It's all, now she knows she's dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not one of those.
Okay.
So it's about the afterlife and everything that's going on. So it's really good. It's free online. You can read it on Substack.
Cool.
You can download it in CBZ or PDF and just read it that way too.
Do you think Mr. Vaughn is cursed when it comes to TV shows?
His shit is too heavy for it. I don't know. I never saw Paper Girls and I never saw Why the Last Man.
Paper Girls was a good series. And
I didn't think it was that bad.
A lot of people bashed it, thought because it was too... they're ripping off Stranger Things.
Well, this is the thing that gets me about everything that's going on. It's the same thing, I think, going back to the Donnie Cates thing. How many people dislike shit because there's a bunch of fucking noise around something telling you to not like it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, Jude.
Like talking about She-Hulk?
No, like, this is guy that you keep sending me videos from.
Thinking Critical?
And he just hates on everything.
Or is it Perch?
No, Perch kind of speaks the
So
truth.
it's Thinking Critical.
And there's a bunch of other people there. We were just talking about that, how they're... That new series based on the video game, The Last of Us. So, a lot of people are praising that show. Right? Jude watches it. He's like, I don't see the big. It's not the next Walking Dead. And like back to what you were saying, that a lot of people start either praising and influence other people into saying, "Oh, it's amazing."
I mean, the way they talk about perfection, like, huh?
Yeah, like that's a lot. See, look, I'm not gonna say I'm immune to this shit. I get like that. Look, it took me years before I saw Avatar. I won't watch Passion of the Christ. I won't.
Blasphemer.
It's fucking bullshit.
What?
That's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. You're gonna go and take the worst part of the Bible, of this man's life, the Son of God's life, instead of the lessons that he fucking taught people and the things that we should take away and use in our life. No, you're gonna turn it into a snuff film.
Nah, we already know the lessons. We've seen that. Now we're gonna.
No, but no one wants to enjoy the lessons. Everybody rather fucking see how the.
How you criticize?
Because all I've heard.
No, you can't talk shit about something you haven't seen. Stop that. No.
Well, either way, after a while, there's so many things that.
You refuse
same
to
thing.
see it because of what you heard the moment.
Yeah, you gotta see it first and then talk shit.
So I've been telling Jude to watch this one movie for months.
What movie?
Everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Anywhere, everywhere. Once.
But I'm not talking shit about
I haven't
it,
seen it yet.
I wanna see it.
Where can you see that online?
It's everywhere. Just go.
Like, everywhere at once?
Yeah, all that.
But for free?
All in your face.
Yeah, but for free?
Well, I know a guy that's got this thing called an Amazon.
Yeah.
He'll hook you up.
I don't know why you guys don't know about this shit yet, but hey. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Brian K. Vaughan, Paper Girls I thought was awesome. I thought it was a great show. It shouldn't have gotten canceled. What was the name of the other one? Why the Last Man? That came out at the wrong time.
Why the Last Man?
Because
it came out that
pandemic.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to see a bunch of men dying.
I enjoy Why the Last Man.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
I tried watching it.
The comic is 10 billion times better, I think.
Women trying to be in control just doesn't work.
Oh my god.
See what I mean?
See?
So,
yeah.
This is what we're working with here.
They were all confused. They didn't know what they were doing.
What? So it's truthful.
Well, they needed a man.
So it's truthful.
They needed more men.
So what is there to disagree about?
See what we're working with.
No, but John said he don't like to watch it because they're saying women trying to take control.
Well, they have to have somebody control. The guys are dead. What are you gonna do?
Somebody's got to be in power. There's always got to be a leader. Sorry to say.
And in it, they talk about how like Israel and some of these countries become really powerful because they have a strong female military presence. They have a strong, yeah. I thought those were fucking phenomenal books. But now TV series, I don't know.
So this you'll never see.
No, the Saga. He's even said it himself. Like the kind of way he wrote it and the way that it's almost
it's just to be
unfucking filmable. It would be like an art house film almost, like the weirdness that is in it and everything else.
Like The Spirit.
No, The Spirit's not an art house.
The Spirit, you know what happened? If you really look at it, the cinematography and everything else wasn't horrible. It was just the fucking script and like the weird shit.
It was corny.
It was corny as hell.
I'm surprised.
Because, I mean, Samuel L. Jackson looked fucking cool.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that didn't fucked up his career a little bit. That movie.
Oh, Samuel?
Yeah.
Nothing will fuck up his career.
I mean, that's
Samuel L. Jackson. You want to go tell Samuel L. Jackson you fucked up your career?
No, but that movie probably would make it.
Snakes on the Plane. Come on.
Now that's more fun than watching fucking The Spirit.
I didn't think Snakes on the Plane was that bad.
I liked it.
Come on.
I watched it. It came and went. That's it. I mean,
they keep saying, "Oh, Catwoman and Halle Berry, the worst comic book movie ever." I like bullshit. Y'all never seen The Spirit?
No, yeah. Wow. Now I'm thinking about it. What is worse, Catwoman or The Spirit?
They always bashing Catwoman.
I would dare say the Catwoman is worse.
The Spirit is worse.
Catwoman was not as bad as Elektra. Elektra was way worse.
No, Elektra wasn't that bad.
Come on, you're tripping.
Elektra sucked. Elektra sucked. It sucked. It was 2 hours I wanted back of my life.
The Spirit.
Yeah, but
was bad.
Catwoman was so bad you couldn't make fun of it. Like, I remember watching that.
The Spirit was so bad I couldn't even finish it.
The Spirit was bad. There was some shit there that was like, "Hey, you, get your goddamn hands off her," like acting. Like it was like community theater acting that you're like,
what you just did? You know what you just did without thinking about it? You just did Biff.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. That's exactly what. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, you, get your goddamn hands off of her. That's what it was. To me, that's bad acting.
Okay.
You know, so when you see that, you're like, ugh, like what the? That's like those DC shows. I can't fucking watch them. Some of them are like fucking community theater, fucking bad.
Which DC
bad.
shows?
Oh, Legend of Tomorrow. Oh my! I tried to watch it because it had the Atom and it had some characters.
I watched
and I was like, cool, man. They're gonna
strictly for Brandon Roth. That's all I watched, just to see Brandon Roth.
And even then,
Jesus, because there were some parts there that I was like. Like how did they deliver that line with a straight face? They're like, "What's he about?" Yeah, what's he get his legs broken? I just did it better than the actors. That's how bad that shit was.
Hey, you
get your goddamn hand off of her.
The Sandman TV series was okay, Fabian. That was kind of like a little bit boring.
I only seen one episode, and that was it.
It came and went for me. I was just like, I watched like 2 or 3, 4 episodes. But I watched it. I read the comics. I don't want to fucking watch it.
I wanted to be excited about it, and I just could not.
I read my comics. I don't watch my comics.
For panel, it was the comic.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it was good. I mean,
I felt well. It could have been better if the cinematography was better. If there was like a little bit more nuance to it. The shots were general corporate shots, pan here, pan there,
Wasn't it like by the book though, from the references?
Yeah, but there were angles and there were different parts that they messed with in the comic that were more poetic, more beautiful to me, more larger, deeper. This was more surfacey. This is more like a drawn. Like
remember, and I'll say this all the time. They didn't make it for us.
Oh no, and it would be an art house film, and it would be weird, and people would be like, "Huh," you know. So I get it.
It's that guy doing Doctor Strange now.
What?
Brad Moore. Brad Moore? It's like him. Like if they made a movie based out of his artwork.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be made for us, and they would change it completely.
Exactly. So anyway, Saga 5 out of 5, one of the best. This is like another pick of the week for me.
If you're not reading Saga,
yeah, I mean, pick it up, start reading it. You can, get the volumes.
There's enough to start off with.
Next up, Dragon Age #1. I didn't read it.
I read it.
And
that's why it's there.
If you like D&D, it's a good book. If you don't like Dungeons and Dragons,
Sword and Sorcery.
Yeah, it's a Sword and Sorcery book. There's these.
Do you hear about Dungeons and Dragons eating its own tail right now?
No.
Wizard of the Coast is shitting all over the fans, fucking up things for everybody. Yeah. Even what's the face? These people that made the TV show, Vox Machina.
Oh yeah.
And all these, they're getting fucked. They're changing the OGL, the Open Gaming License on it. Not allowing, if you make money off what you're making for Dungeons and Dragons, now you have to pay them a piece.
Damn.
Yeah, Grease's palm.
No, people are pretty much cutting D&D out. They're killing D&D, and it's Hasbro working through Wizards of the Coast.
I don't think so.
No. I didn't just stretching out. I was trying to
just wet my beak.
I didn't think it was a bad book. Dragon Age. It's not everybody's cup of tea. There's these people that are looking for somebody. I forgot his name. And they're going through this tunnel, and they read just like a D&D adventure. So if you're into D&D, I read the book. It's a #1. I probably will pick up the #2 to see where it's going, because there is a twist at the very end where this demon comes out. So I have to see where it's going. So if you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons and this kind of story writing...
Well, it's based on a video game.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good, but it's nothing to write home about. 3 stars.
3 stars. There you go.
Dark Horse.
Nah.
Oh.
The next one is Sins of Sinister, but I picked this cover because we who are about to die, Strike Force Morituri.
Damn.
It came back. From the 80s.
I thought that was what it was for a second. I was like, "Oh shit!" But this is
reading it, I had to turn sideways and say, "They brought that back." I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was one of the ones. Let's put a nicer cover. You think people will enjoy this cover?
Hold on.
God damn! I would love to have that waiting for me at home right now.
Don't you have that already waiting for you?
That's what I'm saying.
No, he's the one who wears it at home.
Oh,
he wears that corset with the white corset and everything else.
That's art germ, right?
Yeah, that looks like art germ.
That looks like art germ.
Yeah, that's so art germ. That's so art germ. Really fun if you're into X-Men and all the crazy shit that happens. I don't know if this is a what if or what the hell is it going on, but it's a whole thing. One of the things that happened that came out of X-Men is Moira McTaggart, they found out, was a mutant the whole time.
Yeah, she was. Her
ability is to resurrect.
Yeah.
Right?
And she can retain
all the knowledge, yeah. Which is insane. That's kind of an insane power.
Yeah.
So finally, when he gets his hand on that X gene, he decides to exploit it and use it for himself. And so now he has been pretty much taking down the X-Men in different plots and plans. And every time they kill him, he comes back with a better plot and plan. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty much Sinister taking over the world. Little by little, everybody gets the X gene.
Would you feel that this is Mr. Sinister's version of Age of Apocalypse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's what it's Yeah. I mean, it takes over the Avengers.
Really?
Takes over like everybody. There's a whole thing of Captain America mutant. How does that sound, Steve Rogers?
Wow.
And all these ideas. I think there's a lot of first appearances in this. This is an underrated book because there's a bunch of.
It's a key collector.
Yeah, there should be because there's the guys that have extra X genes spliced into them. There's some stuff there that's insane. How he takes out some people when he takes over the Avengers. The one holdout was Thor. Yeah. Thor went back to Asgard. So then he sends this guy Sebastian Shaw, who has that mutant ability to absorb kinetic energy, to Hell. He takes over Hell because he can absorb all the abuse and the energy that comes in. So Sebastian Shaw takes over Hell for him.
Damn.
And because of that, goes to Niflheim, takes over Niflheim, and then Niflheim, I think it is that's where the Viking hell.
Okay.
And takes Surtur's sword, gives it to what's her face, to Magic. Magic shows up and destroys Asgard with the sword.
Damn.
Like it's just one. It's pretty much like seeing Sinister's master plan. They shrink down the Juggernaut and shoot him through a fucking space gun at an exact trajectory that teleports him through a wormhole and goes through Thanos' head.
Oh, Jesus. Who come up
And
with
kills
these things?
Thanos from the other side of the universe
my Lord.
because he was about to do another genocide.
Damn.
Oh, and as a side note, they never recovered Juggernaut. Juggernaut's still floating through space, just flying.
Did he have an astronaut suit at least?
No, it's just Juggernaut shot out of a gun. Shit like that happens. So I'm like, it is absurd. It's stupid in some parts. I have to admit, some parts I'm like, bro, really? But fucking hilarious, and it's fun, and I like turning every page and seeing the next thing that happens.
So this is the big event right now for Marvel.
Well,
from Dark Web.
Yeah, because this is the next 100 years of Marvel, of the Marvel universe, of Sinister taking over the universe.
Wow. I gotta read that one.
So it's interesting. There's some wordy parts to it. I will say there's some parts where it's like, oh man, people like to talk.
I just want to see fucking the Juggernaut floating in space.
It's not even floating in space. It's just they do what it was a smart move because they could have done something and been like whatever about it, but instead of doing that, they just said,
"So put that cover in his box."
Okay.
Last one. Oh wow, that's fucking cool. Thanos definitely deserves that.
Namor was when you see the diamond above their head, that's a clone of Sinister. So Sinister is now Namor.
That's crazy.
And he kills Doctor Doom.
Wow.
And then supposedly then the Sentinels that were they made to destroy all, they left the space to get the fuck away from the mutants. And so a Doombot left with him. So let's see what happens with that. And then they kill the Eternals, they kill the Fantastic Four. It's pretty much his play-by-play killing and destroying of all the different mutants and everything else. They had to take care of Wanda. So they used the space gun.
Damn.
Which is
space gun?
It's a space gun based on fucking Cyclops' optic blast. So they pretty much have it in space, pointed at whatever they fucking need to. So it's shit like that. That's why I'm like, okay, they're being inventive. It's still it's white Namor, I think, for what? Why can't be Mexican Namor? Mexican Namor would do the same thing as white Namor for cheaper.
Yeah, and faster.
And do your lawn at the same time.
Yeah. And faster.
So this is a great thing for 4.5. It's convoluted. If you didn't like the X-Men stuff that was coming out lately, you might not like this because it's a lot convoluted, but this is fun. This is just stupid, absurd shit, and I love reading shit like that. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, every Thursday we're here reviewing comics and everything else. Go to League of Comic Geeks. Comic Geeks. Get your subscriptions in like that. You won't miss anything. Geeks. You were a fucking geek.
Remember to sign up on a computer.
On a computer, and then you can track everything with your
and you can add stuff afterwards.
Yeah, manage your subscriptions.
Yeah. Thank you, Leo, for showing up. Thank you for Jude to show up.
Share, like.
Fabian was here earlier.
Don't forget, we got
Share, like.
Socks
Yeah, there you go.
for sale.
And we're gonna be at Beyond Comics.
Yeah, we finally have a booth there. We have 2 tables. Beyond Comic Con, we're gonna be there February 18th, I believe.
Jude's gonna be there with us too, right, Jude?
Where?
Beyond Comic Con.
Yeah, down the street from my house.
Kenny's gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
Kenny's gonna be there.
Kenny's gonna be there, I think. Everybody else. So tune in, guys, next week. Laters.